Hi lovelies, Lauren here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking you through a side body love flow. So lots of deep side body stretches, a couple of twists here and there to facilitate deeper breathing. So really getting into the nitty gritty, kind of the deep intercostal muscles. So as we take those deep breaths in, we can breathe fully, fill up the lungs entirely, and then we have that beautiful release as we exhale. You'll probably need a couple of blocks today if you have them, or anything that kind of resembles a block-like shape. Water bottles work well. And we're going to start seated. So find a comfortable seated position and then bring your hands to your rib cage. Softly placing the hands down there. Let the shoulders slide down and away from the ears. Let's close off the eyes. Beautiful. Just take a few moments to settle in here. So notice how you're feeling in this moment as we arrive on our mats. Letting the breath come to a natural and steady pace, and just starting to settle in with that movement of your breath. So you might already begin to notice this movement of the rib cage as you breathe. So the rib cage kind of expands as the lungs inflate. And letting everything soften as we breathe out. Beautiful. Also noticing this kind of gentle warmth as we place our hands to the body. That warmth kind of melts through these layers of clothing into the surface of our skin, almost giving this kind of comforting feeling. Beautiful. Sending a little bit of love to our rib cage, to our lungs, to all those internal organs. Beautiful. Let's take a couple more deep breaths in here. So again, seeing how much we can fill up the lungs now as we are before we move through our practice. And taking a full breath out. Beautiful. Twice more. Deep breath in, seeing if we can breathe in just a touch deeper. Beautiful. Breathing out. One more time, focusing on sending the breath all the way down to your belly button perhaps. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Let's gently flutter the eyelids back open. Welcome yourselves back into your space. Bring the palms of the hands together. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Beautiful. As we inhale, we're going to send the fingertips all the way up to the sky. Grow tall, lengthening both sides of the body. First kind of big stretch of the day. Separate the hands when they're ready. And then exhale, let the hands come all the way down, out through the sides. Beautiful. Let the palms of the hands again come together to meet in the center. And let's repeat that again. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Growing tall, reach up as high as we can. Exhale, arms float down. Beautiful. One more time, just like that. Inhale, stretching up through the fingertips, growing even taller. And exhale, arms float all the way down. Lovely, well done. Bring the palms of the hands together again. Same again, let's inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, shooting up through the fingertips. Let the hands separate, lovely, grow even taller. Take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's gently bring the right hand down, left arm stretches up and over. So first side body stretch of the day. Keep focusing on sending your opposite hip, so your left hip down and towards the mat. And this nice stretch originates from the outside of the left hip, past the left side of the rib cage, all the way past through the left shoulder, up through the left arm, and it extends out through the fingertips. So let's try not to have kind of a bend in the elbow and letting the wrist hang heavy. Let's really extend all the way out. Perhaps we soften through the right elbow. Maybe the right elbow comes down towards the mat, or maybe it doesn't. Remember, we're still warming up here. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Fabulous. Let's gently allow this left arm to drift down. It's going to land up against the right knee. As that left hand lands, push down, rise the chest, and just swing the right arm back behind you, moving into a little twist. So we can gaze directly out to this right hand side, or maybe we softly turn to look all the way back behind us. Lovely breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale, let's gently unravel. Keep the left hand where it is against the right knee. Right arm comes all the way across and it's going to land up against the left knee. You might need to kind of walk the knees a little bit closer together so we get that kind of firm grip here. Take a big breath in. Now as we exhale, let's tuck the chin down towards the chest. Find a little curve in your spine, so really reaching out through the back of the shoulder blades, and almost there's this little pull on the knees here so we get that real deep stretch. Beautiful. Take an inhale, breathing into the back body. Beautiful, big breath out. And then as we inhale, rise up and imagine you're taking off this nice big jumper. So we unravel the arms as we go. Inhale, stretching the arms all the way up. Reaching up as high as we can. Exhale, arms flow all the way down. Beautiful. Let's repeat that on the other side. Palms to hands come together. Inhale, shoot the fingertips up to the sky, grow tall. And then as we exhale, let's bring the left hand down this time and that right arm stretches up and over. So same again, let's work through that process of sending the right hip down and then feeling that stretch originate from the outside of the right hip, right side of the rib cage, right shoulder, and it extends all the way out through the fingertips. Beautiful, well done. You might notice a subtle difference compared side to side. Maybe we get a deeper stretch here, or maybe it's less intense. Just see what you notice. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Lovely. Let the right hand slowly drift down and it lands up against the left knee. Push down through that left knee to lift the chest back up and just swing the left hand back behind you into that easy twist. So again, either gazing out towards the left hand side or maybe we anchor into the twist a little bit further and look back behind you. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale. Let's inhale to unravel. Keep the right hand where it is up against the left knee. Left arm comes all the way across and finds the right knee. Beautiful. So we've got the arms crossed the opposite way this time. Let's take another inhale. And then as we exhale, tucking the chin down towards the chest. Beautiful. Slightly pulling on the knees so we can really separate the shoulder blades left to right. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting the chest, and again imagining you're taking off that nice big jumper. Unravel the arms, reach them all the way up. Exhale, soften them all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, from here feel free to use your hands to kind of manipulate the body, so gently kind of pulling the knees up, and you're going to stretch the legs directly out in front of you. Beautiful. So kicking the heels away, firmly rooting down through the sit bones. Let's bring the hands slightly back behind us and then inhale, push down through the hands, lift up through the heart, lift up through the chest. Maybe we let the head drop back a touch, looking up to the sky. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Tuck the chin back down towards the chest, slowly knit the rib cage back together, walk the hands back out in front. Beautiful. Okay, bring the hands to the left knee, gently pull the left knee in towards the chest, wrap the arms around that left shin and just give it a little wiggle, a little hug. Okay. And then we're going to let this left knee fall out towards the left hand side, but instead of bringing the left sole of the foot directly up against the inner right thigh, we're actually going to open out towards the left hand side a little bit. So we kind of turn just a touch towards the left, keeping the right leg where it is. Right hand can come either to the inner right thigh or right calf, or maybe it rests and takes hold of the left ankle. With this left hand, let's take a big inhale, reach up and over, almost imagining these left fingertips are going to touch the right toes here, but doesn't matter even if they're really far away, but that's the aim, just stretching out through the left fingertips as far as we can go, keeping the right leg active, so flexing into that right ankle, still kicking the heel away. Beautiful. Roll the left shoulder back a touch. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Fabulous. Inhale, rising all the way back up. Now windmill the arms. So left hand is going to land towards the back of the mat. You might need to kind of shuffle right foot in just a touch. Bring the right foot flat down towards the mat. Push down through the feet and through this left shin to rise up. Lift the hips up to the sky. Beautiful. Sweeping the right arm back. Lovely. Really well done. Keep pushing the hips up as high as they can go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach the right fingertips straight on up to the sky. Imagine something slightly pulling you up by your right fingertips. Left hand floats away from the mat. And we come to this nice big T-shape. Beautiful. Gently bring a bend into this right knee. And we windmill the arms all the way down to frame the right foot. Beautiful. Feel free to gently kind of pick up the left knee and gently bring it back down so we kind of swing the left ankle directly back behind us. And let's just kind of mindfully shift the weight forwards and back. So starting to bring a little bit of activation into the hamstrings and into the hips. Beautiful. Okay. Taking one more inhale. And one more exhale. Lovely. Okay, let's plant down through the hands and ever so gently, perhaps heel toe the right foot over towards the left hand side, gently bringing the right shin down towards the mat. Lengthen the left leg back behind you, so let's walk the left knee back a couple of times and arrive in your pigeon. Beautiful. So heaviness in the hips. We can keep the heart lifted so we can keep the arms fully extended, or maybe we softly come down, resting onto our elbows, or you might rest the forehead down onto the back of the hands, your choice. Find a place that feels comfortable for you. We're not going to be here for too long. Let's just think about sending the breath deep down towards the hips. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Okay. Let's now push down through the hands, lift the chest all the way back up. And you're actually gently going to come to sit on your right hip. This left leg is going to sweep all the way around and stretch the legs out in front. So we almost come back to where we started. So let's bring the hands back behind us. Inhale, puff up through the rib cage, send the heart to the sky. And again, maybe we let the head drop back a touch. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Tuck the chin back down towards the chest. Pull the ribs in. Walk the hands slightly further out in front. And this time, let's bring the hands to the right knee. So let's pull that right knee in, wrapping the arms around the shin or the back of the thigh and having a little wiggle from side to side, nice and easy. Okay, and then letting the right knee fall out towards the right hand side, but same again, and instead of bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, let's open up towards the right, just a touch, so your right heel is kind of coming in towards your groin here. Keep the left leg where it is and keep it active. Left hand either to the inside of the calf, or maybe it takes hold of the right ankle. And we inhale and sweep this right arm up and over. Beautiful. So as we breathe in these side body stretches, so as you inhale, notice how the rib cage expands. And we almost feel into that stretch a little bit more. Beautiful. Now as we exhale, softening into it. Lovely. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, we rise back up, we windmill the arms. Right hand lands to the back of the mat. Now again, you might need to kind of little bend in that left knee to bring the left foot flat down towards the mat. We're going to push down through the left foot and this right shin to pick the hips up and send them as high up to the sky as they can go. Beautiful. Stretching the left arm up and over. Beautiful. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale. Left arm reaches straight on up to the sky. And again, imagine something's pulling you up by your left fingertips. Rise up to this T shape. Beautiful. And then gently bend into this left knee and windmill the arms down to frame the left foot. Let's pick up the right knee and gently adjust so it's directly back behind us, and just have a couple of shifts of weight forwards and back. So sinking the hips down, lifting the head and heart, and then gently sending the weight back, finding a little bit of length down the back of this left leg here. Beautiful. But we don't need to kind of lock out the knee in any way, so always there's this little bit of softness here. Beautiful. Okay, taking one more breath in, one more breath out. Okay, push down through the hands and gently heel toe the left foot over to the right, bringing the left shin down towards the mat. Let's walk the right knee back a couple of times, keeping the heart lifted. And as we exhale, maybe we come down onto our elbows, finding that pigeon pose on the other side. Beautiful. So as always with our pigeon, we're trying to keep the hips square. So you might notice the left hip kind of collapses down towards the ground. If that's the case, let's see if we can lift the left hip off and send the right hip down here. Beautiful. Okay. Let's take perhaps 2 more breaths here, slow and steady. One more. Beautiful. Push down through the hands. Let's softly rise back up. Gently drop onto the left hip like we did on the other side, but this time it's the right leg that sweeps all the way out in front, kicking the legs to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Let's take a moment to peel the flesh out from underneath the sit bones. So again, we're really nice and grounded down. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. So imagine there's a piece of thread pulling the crown of the head up to the sky. Big breath in. As we exhale, slowly walking the fingertips out in front, coming into that beautiful forward fold. Lovely, well done. So instead of kind of releasing the head back, we can now allow the head to roll forwards. So releasing through the back of the neck, releasing across the lower spine, and also getting that deep stretch down the back of the legs. Beautiful, really well done. Okay, let's take a couple more breaths here. Perhaps taking one more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, gently rise all the way back up. Walk the hands back towards you as you go. And as the hands come towards the knees, let's gently bend in both knees, pull them towards you. And then swing the ankles around to one side, send the hands out in front, and come into our little tabletop. Beautiful. So let's continue to mobilize through the main trunk of the body. So as we inhale, let's dip the belly down, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Beautiful. Stretching across the front of the abdominal muscles. And then as we breathe out, we move towards the back body. So we push down through the hands, really lift the shoulder blades up to the sky. Notice them separating kind of left to right. Beautiful. As we inhale, we move through that again. So we lift the chest, lift the tailbone, gazing ahead. And exhale, moving into your curve. Fabulous. Okay. Couple more times. Feel free to move at your own pace, following your own breath pattern here. So as we inhale, we lift the chest. And as we exhale, we move into that curve. Beautiful. Perhaps taking one more full round. So one more inhale. One more exhale. Lovely. Have another inhale to lift the chest and lift the tailbone. Exactly the same as what we've been doing, but let's tuck all 10 toes under. Beautiful. Now this time as we exhale, we start to send the weight back. We're going to push down through the fingertips and through the toes to slowly peel the knees away from the mat. Send hips straight on up to the sky. First downward facing dog. Lovely. So as always, let's bring a little bit of movement into the legs. So pedal out through the feet. Perhaps a little shimmy of the hips from side to side. Beautiful. Be mindful with this movement. So perhaps let's not move too abruptly, too quickly. Okay. Take another breath in. And another breath out. Let's inhale, look forwards towards our fingertips, bend the knees, and slowly walk our feet towards our hands. Lovely. One little step at a time, slowly arriving in a standing forward fold at the top of our mat. Little softness in the knees, and let the upper body be super heavy. So the arms hang heavy, the head hangs heavy here. You can have a little sway from side to side. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And inhaling, rolling up through the spine. So we root down through the feet, soften through the knees, tuck the tailbone under, slowly rising all the way up. Beautiful. Coming up standing, let's lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, soften them down and away. Fabulous. As we inhale, let's sweep the arms all the way up, and again, grow taller, reach to the sky. Now as we exhale, let's hinge at our hips, open up across the heart as you go, and melt back down to your forward fold. But maybe this time, there's a little bit more space down through the back of the legs, and we can fold just a little bit deeper maybe. As we inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to our shins, zip up through the spine, flat back. And exhale, we fold. Lovely. Bend the knees, lightly plant the fingertips down. We're going to take a big step back with the left leg. So left leg steps back, we stay onto the ball of the back foot to keep the heel lifted. Brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms, coming all the way up into a high lunge. So we sink into this right knee, beautiful, stretching up through the fingertips, big inhale. Now as we exhale, let's circle the arms back, opening across the heart, beautiful. Maybe we tilt the chin up slightly to look up to the sky. And if it's okay for you, you can either kind of reach the arms back behind you, squeezing the arms together, or maybe we interlace the fingertips at our lower spine. Inhale, send the backs of the hands away from you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up through the heart, lift up through the chest. Beautiful, full breath in as deeply as we can. And a full breath out. Lovely. Release the hands. Bring the hands down to your hips. Little shift of the weight forwards to hop the left foot in, just a touch. So making sure that left heel is now firmly planted down towards the mat. Let's square off the hips. So lengthening the right leg, pulling the right hip back, left hip forwards. Let's take a breath in. Now as we exhale, we begin to hinge at our hips, and fold over this extended leg, this right leg. Now, hopefully we've got our blocks nearby, or any alternative we may be using. Perhaps we place them either side of this right foot, underneath the hand, so we can bring the ground up to our level. And perhaps folding a little bit deeper, but still thinking about pulling right hip back, left hip forwards, and there's that little bit of softness in the right knee. And if we perhaps have a little bit more space in the body, maybe we decide to come down a level on our blocks, or you might have the hands flat down towards the earth. These are all different variations. None is more preferred than the other. It's all about tailoring the pose to suit your body. Beautiful. Let's take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. Lovely. Now from here, we're going to keep the left hand grounded down either to a block or to the mat. We're slowly peeling the right hand away from the block or the mat and sweep that right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. Into a revolved triangle. This is a tricky posture. It's a deep stretch for the hamstrings. It's a deep twist for the spine. So let's keep rolling the right shoulder back. Beautiful. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let the right arm circle back behind you. As that right palm kind of brushes against your right hip, softly bend into the right knee. Now we can take the left hand away from the block and windmill the arms, opening out to our warrior two. So we lift the chest up. We turn the left toes out 90 degrees. Sink into the right knee, and we got the right fingertips reaching forwards, left arm reaching back. Beautiful, warrior two. Take a moment to ground, spread the toes down and towards the mat. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. So left palm to the back of the left leg. Right fingertips rise on up to the sky. Beautiful. And again, Side body stretch. So as we breathe in, rib cage expands, feel into that stretch a little bit more. And if we perhaps want to go a little bit deeper, maybe we bring the right hand to the back of the head and we think about leading with the elbow. So we send the elbow even further up. Beautiful. You can also let the head kind of hang into the hand here. Beautiful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's inhale, windmill the arms back through our warrior two. And then from here, let's lengthen off this right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach forwards through the right fingertips as far forwards as you can go. Right hand comes down either to the inside of the right leg, or maybe we find our block and we move into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lovely, well done. So nice stretch for the left side of the body now. Keep rolling the left shoulder back, reaching the fingertips up to the sky. Always full breaths in. Beautiful. So let's not try to hold the breath at any place. Still breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. One more. Inhale and exhale. Slowly start to circle this left arm down, and as you go, bend into this right knee. Beautiful. Maybe let's bring both hands down towards the ground. We can lift that back heel, and all you're going to do is softly step left foot next to right, standing forward fold. Feel free to again take this little ragdoll, so take hold of opposite elbows, have a good old sway from side to side. Always releasing through the back of the neck in this forward fold. Beautiful. So imagine the crown of the head just dripping down towards the ground. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Release the arms down towards the mat, and as we inhale, slowly stacking up bone by bone. Lovely, tucking the tailbone under, rising all the way up to standing again at this really soft and mindful pace. Let's slide the shoulders down and away from the ear, standing up nice and tall. Beautiful. We're going to have a look through that all on the other side. Let's take a big breath in, reach the arms up, grow tall. And as we exhale, we open the arms, open across the heart space, hinge at the hips, and we fold back down. Beautiful, well done. Okay, inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to our shins, zip up through the spine, flat back. And exhale, fold. Lightly plant the fingertips down. This time take a nice big step back with the right leg, staying up onto the ball of the back foot. So we keep that back heel lifted, and let's brush the fingertips along the mat. Lift the chest, lift the arms, high lunge, sinking into the left knee. Beautiful. Reach up tall through the fingertips. Big breath in, big breath out. One more inhale. And as we exhale, let's circle the arms back, squeezing the arms together the entire time, opening across the collarbone. Beautiful. And again, you can either keep the arms reaching back behind you, squeezing the arms together, or if it's comfortable for you to interlace the fingertips, then let's stretch the backs of the hands away from us, lift up through the heart, lift up through the chest. Beautiful. Sink into that left knee, drive the hips forwards. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay. Gently release the hands. Bring them towards your hips. Little hop of the right foot in to bring that right heel down. Beautiful. So from here, squaring off the hips, so we pull the left hip back, right hip forwards, lengthening that left leg as you go. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we hinge at the hips, folding over into our pyramid pose. And again, starting to find your blocks, placing them either side of the left foot to bring the ground up to you. Fabulous, really well done. Keep a little bit of softness in that left knee, especially if we have that tendency to lock out into the knees and hyperextend. Beautiful. It's always good to have that little bit of mindfulness to those joints, making sure we're taking care of the body. Take an inhale and take an exhale. Now from here, right hand remains glued down towards the block. We softly peel the left hand away and we start to reach left arm up to the sky. See if we can find that nice long line from one arm to the other. Still pulling this left hip back, right hip forwards. Deep stretch here. Nice big twist for the body, lovely. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more breath in. Now as we exhale, let's start to circle the left arm back. As that left palm brushes against this left thigh, we soften into the left knee. Let the right hand come away from the block, windmill the arms, open out warrior two. So we open the right foot out 90 degrees, still sinking into the left knee. Lovely, so you got the left fingertips reaching forwards, right arm reaching back. Beautiful. Okay, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, maybe we reverse. So right hand to the back of the right leg. Left fingertips sweep on up to the sky. Beautiful, well done. And again, you can either lead with the fingertips or maybe bring the hand to the back of the head and lead with the elbow. Notice what differences or what changes in the body here when we adjust. Lovely, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, we come back through our warrior two. We begin to lengthen this left leg again. Feel free to kind of shorten your stance a little bit before you go. And then when you're ready, stretching the left fingertips forwards as far forward as you can go. Gently bringing left hand down to the block and sweeping the right fingertips up. Beautiful, really well done. Rolling the right shoulder back into your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Fabulous. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more inhale. Now as we exhale, we bend into this left knee, circle the right arm forwards. Lovely. Take a moment just to place any blocks or any props you were using out to the side, and lightly take the right foot forward, into your forward fold. Beautiful. And again, we can hang out here for a moment. Lovely, really well done, everyone. Let's take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then from here, instead of coming up to standing, let's heel toe the feet about mat distance apart, toes pointing out, heels in. Sinking into both knees and arriving in our little malasana, into our yogi squat. Now, if this is a little bit uncomfortable for the knees or the ankles or the hips, do feel free to utilize your blocks, place them underneath your sit bones, and that gives you a little bit of a seat, and it really takes the pressure out from the hips here so that we can lift up through the heart and perhaps be a little bit more comfortable. So do feel free to take that option if that feels better for you. Beautiful. Okay, so wherever you are, either if you're seated on a block or if you're in your malasana, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. We're going to incorporate this a little bit of a sway from side to side. So what we're going to do, we're going to sway towards the left hand side, placing the left hand down, sweeping the right arm up. Beautiful. It's just for an inhale. And then as we exhale, we sway to the other side. Right hand reaches towards the right and left arm sweeps up. Beautiful. Exhale through the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale through the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center one more time, both sides. You've got this. Inhale left. Exhale center. Inhale right. Exhale center. Beautiful, well done. Take a full breath in. Now as you exhale, feel free to use your hands to help you or just gently control. Sit bones down. Beautiful. Landing with as much softness as we can there. Okay. And now from here, we are going to stretch the right leg out to the right hand side and bring this left heel close in towards your groin. So similar to what we did at the beginning, but this time instead of folding to the side, we're going to fold forward. So inhale, rise up through the heart. As we exhale, let's start to roll the body forwards. Beautiful. So you might feel this kind of gentle pull across the right inner thigh in the adductors here. Just mindfully coming into the stretch. So again, we're not forcing the body here, just pouring the body down. Beautiful. And let's hold for a breath in. Hold for a breath out. Lovely. As we inhale, we softly rise all the way back up. Lovely. Right hand to the back of the right knee. Gently pull it towards you and sweep this right leg all the way across on top of the left. Now you're aiming either to have the knees kind of stacked on top of one another, letting the outside edges of the feet come down towards the ground. You might prefer to have the feet in really close to the outside of your hips, or maybe you bring the feet out a little bit wider. You could also, if this is a little bit uncomfortable, you feel like you're leaning to the left, you might prefer to extend the left leg out in front, keeping that right leg over the top. So there's so many different options we could take with this, so do feel free to take a moment, find which works best for you. Inhale, hands to the feet, sit up tall. Exhale, we bow forwards. Beautiful, well done. Breathing into the back body. So as we take an inhale, notice how the back body rises. Exhale, we soften into the fold. One more of those. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, steadily roll up through the spine. Beautiful, well done. Okay. Now, as easily or as gently as we can, let's unravel the legs. So we sweep the right leg, up. And we're going to come across the other side. So we stretch the left leg out to left hand side. Right heel comes in towards your groin here. Beautiful. Take an inhale, grow tall, lift it through the heart. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. So the elbows might come down towards the ground, or you might again use your blocks. Place the elbows down onto blocks to bring the ground up to you. Feel free to take this option if that works. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Inhale, push down through the hands. Slowly start to rise back up. Beautiful. We're going to move towards shoelace on the other side. So left hand to the back of the left knee. Pull the left leg in. Slowly sweep it across on top of the right knee. So again, maybe you're aiming for the knees to be stacked. They might not be completely stacked. They might be a little bit out of alignment like mine are. Doesn't matter. You can bring the feet in close towards your hips. Maybe you prefer to have them a little bit further away. Or of course, we can extend the bottom leg out in front so we can really get nicely rooted down through the sit bones. So feel free to choose which option works for you. You might take the same options what you did on the other side. Hands to feet, take a breath in. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. And again, breathing into the back body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lovely, big breath in. And a big breath out. One more time, big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine. Lovely, okay. Now, again, as gently as we can, let's unravel the legs. Step the feet a little bit far apart, so perhaps a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Hands are back behind you, and all you're going to do is lightly sway the knees from side to side. Beautiful. So easing out any tension that may be in the hips. Okay. Let's take one more breath in here. One more breath out. Okay, and then let's come all the way down onto our backs ever so gently. Roll down through the spine. Bring the knees into the chest as you go, curling yourselves almost up into a little ball here. Squeeze the knees in as tight as they can. Beautiful. And then open the arms out into a T shape. Keep the knees together. Take a breath in. As we exhale, let's let both knees fall towards that left-hand side. Moving into a little spinal twist here. Lovely, so the right hip lifts away from the mat. Both shoulder blades remain down if they can. Lovely. Taking a breath in. And a breath out. Let's softly move to the other side. Inhale, gently pull the knees up through center. And exhale, let them drift down towards the right. And again, knees and ankles stacked if we can. Beautiful. Left hip lifts towards the sky. Both shoulder blades remain down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, rise all the way back up through the center. Maybe we have one final hug of the knees in towards the chest. Lovely big breath in. Big breath out. And then gently letting the feet float down towards the mat. Slowly making our way into our relaxation. So you might stay here with the feet down towards the mat, allowing the knees to knock together. That might feel better for your lower spine here. Or maybe you decide to stretch the legs out in front of you, letting the feet kind of flop out to the sides. Lovely. And almost like what we did at the beginning, hands to the rib cage. Letting the elbows rest down towards the ground. Back of the head supported, shoulder blades down towards the mat. And just noticing your breath now, so noticing the movement of your rib cage. And maybe we discover that we're taking even deeper breaths than we were at the very beginning. Perhaps we feel as though there's more space. We've unlocked all these little pockets of space to breathe into. Beautiful. And again, like I said, as we exhale, we melt into our mats. So let's just stay here observing this for a few moments. Allow yourselves this time to just be and observe your breath. Breathing deeply into the lungs and allowing these breaths to be the fullest, most conscious, deepest breath you've had all day. Beautiful. And as a result of these nourishing breaths, notice how you feel as a result. Do we feel calm or perhaps more energized? Perhaps we feel grounded here. Beautiful. Just stay with that for a few more moments, breathing at your own pace, taking stock of how you're feeling here. And then let's take a few final breaths all together. So deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs entirely. Big release out through the mouth with a sigh. Twice more, big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, big breath in. And big breath out. Beautiful. Let's slowly start to bring a little bit of movement back into the body, wiggling the fingertips, the toes, wrists and ankles. You might decide to draw the knees back in towards the chest, or maybe you sweep the arms up and above behind the head and take a full body stretch along the mats. Beautiful. Lovely. And then when you're ready, just choose a side, the left or the right, and roll all the way over onto that one side. Take your time, no need to rush. You can pause for a moment there. But when you're ready, use the strength of your arms to gently push you all the way up. Coming back to a comfortable seated position, back where we started, sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands to our knees this time, shoulders down and away from those ears. Finishing our sequence as always with the final blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you at night. May the rain wash away your worries, and may the breeze blow new strength throughout your being. And may you walk through the world knowing its beauty all the days of your life. And with that, we bring the palms and the hands together in front of the heart. And we bow. Namaste. Namaste, lovelies. I hope you're feeling well after that practice. I hope you feel you can take deeper breaths, deep full breaths into lungs, and find that beautiful release as you exhale. I hope you can take that with you into the rest of your day, whatever it is you may be doing. And don't forget, I'll be back with you next Sunday with another free class from me. I hope to see you there. All right, bye. Mwah.